More than a year after her death, friends and loved ones of Jennifer Miller are still looking for justice.
Sign.
This is going to be a long day for Pam Watts.
We're going to go across, but do we got to push a button?
But ask her, and she'll tell you she would do anything to honor the memory of the love of her life.
Jennifer was literally an angel on earth. So kind, so compassionate.
And it's that reason why she's not giving up until justice is served.
I don't understand why this officer, Ryan Hartman, is still wearing a badge and representing the city of San Marcos.
While driving in Lockhart last June, Pam and Jennifer were hit on the side of their car by Ryan Hartman, an off-duty San Marcos police sergeant. In body cam footage shared with Spectrum News 1, Hartman admits to several infractions before eventually being taken into custody.
The facts of the matter are still the same. He had an open container of alcohol, 24-ounce can of Dos Equis beer. He was driving recklessly down a looped one-lane gravel road that at that time was full of potholes.
2 months after the incidents, the Lockhart Police Department came back with a recommendation: criminal negligent homicide charges. But a local grand jury found there wasn't enough evidence for that. But Pam believes Hartman could still have been disciplined.
When he refused to cooperate with a Lockhart Police Department, he should have been terminated. When he refused to prove his sobriety, he should have been terminated. But he should absolutely have been terminated the moment Lockhart rendered criminal negligent homicide charges.
Over a year later, she continues to take that message to city leaders. It's why this week she's marching to City Hall.
She grew plants and loved gardening and loved to plant plants.
Here, she plans to deliver a calendar full of photos of Jen, a year's worth of moments for a year's worth of what she says is deliberate inaction.
I'm going to keep moving forward, whether that's a week, a month, a year, or 10 years. I will not accept that this is what our justice system looks like in America.
Social justice advocates who marched with her have been investigating Jennifer's death on their own. Their open records request turned up correspondence between the chief and other city officials, which left even more questions open.
The chief of police is acknowledging that they didn't even internally investigate within the 180 days they had to effect discipline when Ryan Hartman acknowledged that he committed all sorts of violations of the law, resulting in the death of Jennifer.
We reached out to the chief and the city attorney, but both declined comment.
My name is Pam Watts. I would like to speak with the city manager and the mayor of San Marcos.
And reaching officials in person has also been a tall order.
And the mayor's not here right now. Both of these parties knew we were coming, and they don't want to talk to us about accountability.
To Pam, the answers, or lack of them, have been crushing. But her love of Jen is keeping her going.
The city of San Marcos could have done something and should have done something.
This is going to be a long day for Pam. But with Jennifer gone, every day seems longer anyway.
Our last 2 days were a tremendous memory for me to hang on to. And she kept a journal, and that gives me memories for life. But I'm not to the point where we can lay her to rest yet. We can't bury her because there's been no accountability. I don't know how to say rest in peace because there is no peace.
And for Pam, there is no resting either.